Okay, well, my motivational speech for today, or message for today is enjoy life when things are working great. Put on a smile. Soak it in as much as humanly possible. That way, when the bad days come, you can always remember back to this stuff. So I'm here at Grant-Kohrs Ranch National Historic Site, and we're going to go check it out now. And there's a train going by right now. This is a disc harrow for breaking up the soil. Here's a John Deere 2-way plow. The old manual walking cultivator. A gravel slip. And a Fresno scraper. Grass. Okay. Here's your history lesson for the day. Look at these teepees. Very cool looking. Just going to read this real quick from the Grant-Kohrs Ranch. In the late 1850s, Johnny Grant started the ranch. 4 years later, Conrad Kohrs purchased it. For 54 years, Kohrs witnessed, took part in, and documented an industry that would help shape a nation. A cattle industry that first fed the miners and gold camps throughout the western territories, then fueled factory workers across the entirety of the booming United States. But its influence didn't stop there. The open range era of cattle ranching was a period that had a profound effect on American society. From popular dime novels to Pulitzer Prize-winning books, from Hollywood figures like John Wayne and Clint Eastwood to iconic artists such as Frederick Remington and Charlie Russell, Grant-Kohrs Ranch, NHS, was founded to preserve those values for present and future generations. Really neat old trains. This is the E70, the Milwaukee Road Class EF 3000 volt DC electric locomotive. And here's the Milwaukee 36A, the E9 36A. Pretty cool. I'm gonna go over here and look at this old prison. Here we got the Old Montana Prison and Auto Museum. That is pretty neat. Let's go inside. Alright, so it's $15 to go tour this. $3 off for AAA and Good Sam's, so that's cool. Oh, it's sunny and bright. This is the location of the 1896 cell house. An enormous red brick cell house with rounded towers loomed over the city of Deer Lodge until 1959, when it was damaged by an earthquake and tore down. The Wall, 1893. The oldest existing structure is the massive sandstone wall built with convict labor and locally quarried stone. The wall replaced a 12-foot-high wooden fence. Yeah, that's a pretty good modification. Out of bounds. Inmates were not allowed to proceed beyond this area without a pass being accompanied by a guard. If inmates crossed this line without authorization, the guard posted at Tower 7 could shoot them. When the wall was extended north in 1911, Tower 7 became the main entrance of the prison. All inmates, guards, and visitors entered and departed through these doors. Directly above this room is the guard station. It says the Old Montana Prison. Gold was discovered near Deer Lodge in 1862. Subsequent discoveries in Bannock and Virginia City prompted a gold rush that attracted men and women of both good and bad character. Thievery, lawlessness, and murder prevailed until vigilante groups organized and hung or banished many of the worst criminals. In the winter of 1866 to 67, the territorial legislature requested funds for a prison. The United States Congress quickly approved the request, but the funding was inadequate. Deer Lodge was picked for the site of the new territorial prison. Funding problems caused many delays and revisions of the plans, but construction finally began in the spring of 1870, and the first wing was completed by fall of the same year. The first convict was received on July 2nd, 1871. On November 8th, 1889, Montana became the 41st state, and the burden of operating this prison fell upon the shoulders of the new state government. Inadequate funding and overcrowded conditions have plagued this facility for over 100 years. In 1979, this prison was abandoned in favor of a new facility 5 miles west of Deer Lodge. Today, the old Montana prison is listed on the National Register of Historic Places and is preserved and operated as a museum by the Powell County Museum and Arts Foundation under a lease agreement with the state of Montana. Wild cows out in Montana, just hanging out with their kids. How's it going, guys? You wouldn't happen to taste like hamburger, would you? I could really go for a nice burger. You didn't like that at all. I did have some camping friends. Cattle. Yeah. Can I help you? Okay, keep it pushing. Huh? Okay. Pretty neat little campground, free 14-day camping if you're interested. This is Homestake Pass. So you go east of Butte, up about 4 or 5 miles till you get to the top, and we're pretty high up here in elevation right now. Exit 233 off of I-90. Tons of huge flies here in Montana. I mean, flies that are bigger than most bees that I've seen. Huge flies. So yeah, that's my update so far. Let's get on the road and go find something else that makes me smile. Awesome. Here we are at Lewis and Clark Caverns State Park in Montana. I've already been inside and talked to them. They do tours every half hour into the caves, and they are guided. They are 2 hours long and 2 miles long walking up in terrain. It's dark in there, so probably what I'm going to do is grab my other Canon camera because it's better at low light. And then after this, they said it's 50 degrees inside the cave, like 80 out here. And after this, I am going to self-register a campsite down at the bottom here at the state park as well. So this is the meeting area over here. Tickets are $12 for Montana residents, adds $6 if you're out of state. I do absolutely love the landscape. I'm going to go crack open some windows for Jax, get a quick bite to eat, then we'll start this tour. I'm really excited. Look at how beautiful that is. That is really neat. The Lewis and Clark Caverns, or limestone caverns, have been familiar to Native Americans since long before their discovery by Europeans. The Lewis and Clark expedition camped within sight of the caverns on July 31st, 1805, when they camped along the Antelope Creek. The cavern was first discovered by non-Native Americans in 1882 by two people from Whitehall, Montana, Charles Brooke and Mexican John. However, they told few people, and at the time of their discovery did not become well known. In 1892, local ranchers Tom Williams and Bert Pannell saw steam coming from the caverns while hunting. In In 1898, Williams finally explored the caverns. Williams wanted to begin giving tours to the caverns, but in 1900, a court battle over ownership ensued and the railroad won. In 1908, the railroad gave the land to the federal government. The cave was first developed for tours around 1900 by Dan Morrison, who called it Limespur Cave. The site was first officially established as Lewis and Clark Cavern National Monument on May 11, 1908, but was not fully surveyed and declared until May 16, 1911 by President Taft as 160 acres. Okay, I decided to camp here anyway. I found out some information. I got the air conditioner running right now to cool us down. The information that I found out was that these campsites are 28 without electricity and 34 with electricity. Decided to go with the electricity so I can run some stuff even though I don't need it for charging or anything. And then the other cool thing that they didn't tell me that I found out down here was that you actually get to deduct $6 off of your camping if you put the receipt from your cave admission inside the envelope. So actually it was only $28 plus the $12 to get in and another $6 admission to get into the park itself. So what do you get for that? I don't know. Something better than an RV park, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather be at the river. The electricity sites are all booked up. My last neighbor's moving in right now. And then there's this neat casita off to my right. I really like those fiberglass ones. But yeah, apparently there's only, count them, 8 electricity sites. The rest, at least 20, are all just dry camping. So, feeling good. Today's been a really good day. Today was a lot of fun. I am obviously probably not going to show you the entire 2-hour inside the cave and all the talking, but give you a good feel for it. That way when you're on your way through Montana, you can stop by and check it out for yourself in person, because no matter what I shoot in video, it's not going to compare to seeing it in real life and getting to know some of the history of it. So, oh yeah. I got Jackson there eating his lunch. I'm going to make up some grub. And then tomorrow, we'll try to shoot for something a little more out in the boonies, away from civilization. That's what we'll try to do. How you doing, buddy? It's wake up time. He's like, no, I think I'm good right here. I'll just keep napping. Thanks anyway, though. Oh, yeah? Oh, now it's bath time because I brought the camera on? Okay. Alright, buddy. Hey guys, this is Jax, my kitty cat. I'm his servant, Eric. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel here on RVing. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up below. Make sure you subscribe, check out all our other videos, and keep following us on the road. Thanks, guys.